ഞാൻ ഓൾറെഡി മറ്റേനകത്ത് സ്ട്രീം കൊടുക്കണം. Hey guys, how are you? How's it going? Welcome to another live, guys. Hi. Okay, so let everybody join in. Then we'll start off. Okay, we'll wait for 2 more minutes. Let the others also join in, and we'll start off. Uh, so, good evening, bro. Good evening. So just how many of you are in on the trade currently? The Bitcoin trade. Okay, good. In good. Okay, it's good to hear that. So, how many of you booked profits today morning on Solana and Bitcoin, Ethereum? So these two trades. Both booked in forfeit. That's good to hear. What is it? I'll explain. Like, let everybody join in. Like, then I will start explaining. Okay. So yesterday trade, which is already explained to you guys already know it. So today, what we are looking at is, I was looking for, like, in the morning, I was looking at like the market like in a bearish territory only. The market opened up after the huge rally. So when it came into this 4-hour FEG, that's where I got interested for a shorting opportunity in Ethereum and Bitcoin. Okay, both had like that like strong so strong sentiment. Still, if you check in the structure form in the larger time frame, we are still pretty much in a bearish territory only. Okay, there is like we are bouncing from a daily demand, which is extremely a good positive sign. But the thing is, okay, because it is like we are definitely seeing some bullish momentum from this thing, but still this high is taken out in Ethereum and Bitcoin. We can't confirm that there's like a very strong bullishness is happening. Okay, so currently what I'm targeting for this trade is going to be today's day high. Okay, at least till this is my primary. So we usually keep two targets, right? The first target will be this particular high here, and the second target will be this high. Okay, so I will try to once this is reaching here, that will be giving at least, we will be giving at least around another 1,000 point rally which is required, which is around 1.2% recovery. And if that is, we will be targeting this particular high. See, I am not like still very strongly bullish, not like very strongly bullish. There is a possibility that like a correction will continue today also. Okay. No need to hold it as swing or anything. My bias is still pretty much slightly bearish only, but like because like we have an opportunity, we are sitting with like decent amount of profits. That's why we have initiated a long here. So even if this trade is going hit our stop loss or anything, see last three trades which we taken is this one, Ethereum, Solana, and then there is Ethereum again. So three trades which we had, like almost I am sitting with almost close to 6 hour in profits, which is like close to I've booked around 8%. Okay. Uh, I have like booked around 8% this week. So this account size is like close to 50,000. So I have able to book this 1,000 plus this 2,000, then another 4,000 here, which is like 2,000 to 4,000, then plus 4,500 here, then 5,000, then minus these two will be like 4,500 rupees. So which is close to more than 8% is up already in this account. You can see from here itself all the trades I've shared here at like documented here. Okay. So so there is an issue which is like today is that like there will be news will be coming out today, which is going to be slightly high impact news which is coming in. I'll show you guys which one is coming in. Investing.com. So economic calendar. So we go here, we will be able to see the major news which is coming in. So we have these numbers which are coming in. Okay. So usually PPA numbers are core retail numbers, and PPA numbers usually don't affect Bitcoin market that much. But only if it is like missing the estimate by a lot. That is where like we will start to see like huge amount of like volatility will start to come in. So for me, the most important one is going to be this particular one. Okay, the consumer confidence which is going to come in. See, if this is start to decline, then we will have an issue. So that is till that time we are okay to hold this trade. So you don't have to panic during anything. So once those news are out, okay, once those news are like out, then we will be able to see structures are developing. Okay, what is the capital for trades you are given in Telegram book groups, options, and futures? So what will be follow or respond? See, like futures, you can trade with like a capital of roughly around 10,000 rupees, which is more than enough to start trading. So if you want to start trading with those capital, it is very good uh, to start off. Then if you want to trade, let's say options also along with, ideally you should be keeping a capital of like separate capital of close to 30 to 40,000 rupees for a decent amount of returns to earn. So roughly you will be getting, when it comes to option selling, we are targeting on a weekly basis 2%, which is going to give you consistently. Okay, and plus futures will give you, not sure like how much will be, like let's see how this month is going to close. I am actually only targeting for maybe a 10 to 15% a month, but actually what we got is like this month itself, like this month we started only on 23rd, but like I was able to gain around 8.5% this week itself. So which is really good. Okay, so I'm not guaranteeing that those kind of returns will be coming every single week or something like that. Like market, all the trades which we had taken had given us like a decent amount of rally, which is like an extremely positive sign for us. Our trades are working well. But what will happen is sometimes will be like we will be going into a kind of a stop loss territory also. Okay, so this week it's been really go solid. Okay, when I am trading. Okay, I personally use only demand and supply. So I've explained my trades to you guys. You guys already know which strategies I'm trading. I just based on like demand and supply, larger time frame demand and supply with I refine my entry in 15 minutes. I don't trade any lower time frame than that. Okay, that is very important. You guys also need to understand that. I don't trade like let's say anything on 5 minute or 1 minute or anything like that, because if you try to trade crypto in anything lower than 15 minutes, your chances of hitting your stop losses are going to be very high. So you have to be like trading at a little more like larger levels, which is going to help you to manage your risk properly, and it will help you to monitor your trade properly. And okay, so whenever there is like opportunity which is coming on larger time frame, it will help you to okay, it will help you to trade properly. Okay. When planning a new Telegram channel for futures, bro. Also today morning trade entry given in Discord, not in Telegram. Is it possible to add entries? SLR? I've shared both the trades in like every trades which I've given in Discord. Also, I've shared in Telegram also. So you can see that like I gave my first trade in morning 5:30. Okay, so you can see here in this like if you open your Telegram channel, you can see here Solana short current market price entry I've given, and then SL also was given at 5:30. Then there was another trade in Ethereum. Ethereum also I've given all the trade updates which was given here in this Telegram channel. You can see that, and all your trade activities also will be shared here itself. Okay, so it's not only at Discord. I've shared in a Telegram also. Okay. Options and futures leverage using for trade in Telegram. Yes, we use leverage for our advantage. So this position also is like I'm trading with like 25x leverage. Irrespective of the leverage, what we do here is making sure that like leverage actually doesn't matter to you. Okay, how you manage your risk is going to be important. Okay, that is going to be the most important thing when it comes to that. Okay, so whenever you are trading something, the most important thing is going to be making sure that like you have to follow your risk management properly. So if you are able to follow your risk management properly, that will give you proper reward. Irrespective of like leverage, we make sure that like our positions are like position size properly. It will make sure that like we will be staying in profits, or even making sure that like we won't wash out your capital. So we are not here to like become overnight rich or like crypto millionaires. We are here to make sure that consistent return over a period of time. So if we can able to generate consistent returns over a period of time, that is where you will be making decent amount of money. According to capital, what leverage is better? We need to low risk to follow it. So bro, like I usually trade with, say that's what I'm saying, Sahil. It doesn't matter. Leverage, it doesn't matter. Okay, leverage doesn't matter to you guys. Like, irrespective of leverage, what you need to do is properly position size. That's it. Why not option buy? Why to buy do option buying? So like in crypto, so the most like why do we do option buying in Indian market is because futures are really expensive, and managing those positions using futures trade is going to be very difficult for us. Okay, and like your total number of margin is very much too much. Let's say like if you have like a 1 lakh capital also, it's very difficult to use futures to trade. But when it comes to crypto market, you have leverage in your favor, and the difference between options and if you have like options, and then there is uh, if you have an options, and then if you have futures, I would always recommend you to trade in futures only, because there is something known as delta. Okay, so delta means how much is your futures is going to move up and depending on your underlying asset. So if your underlying asset is moving 1 rupee, your futures also will give you 1 rupee kind of move. Okay, that is the basic thing. It's called one delta move. So in options, it will not happen. What does leverage do? How to help it? See, like, let's assume that like I want to take a position here. Okay. Let's assume that like I want to take a position here. So my capital is, let's say I want to long at here. My stop loss is here. Okay. I'm just showing you guys an example. I'm not going to place an order. Let's say that like I want to take a trade here. My stop loss is, let's say 82 lakhs. Okay. So 82 lakhs is my stop loss, and I'm going to, let's say I'm going to risk 2000 rupees on this particular trade. So my capital, if it is 50,000. Okay, so here my capital is only 49,000, but my leverage will allow me to take positions close to 53,000 also, without risking too much of my capital. See here, I am using around 54,000 capital, even though my capital is only 50,000. So here I am using my leverage for my advantage and still managing my position. See, Asahi, I have taken your trade of your option trade with 100 rupees profits. Options trade. I have not given any option trades, bro. I've only given like futures only as my callouts. Option trades are basically, if it is basically, that is not option buying. Okay, that is option selling only. Okay, that is not option buying. That are option selling positions which we do for option selling, which we or that also is we are doing it like in a way that like it is in a controlled environment where like you can make consistent amount of profits. So our priority is not to make like huge amount of returns at a time. Our priority is to make sure that like we will be finding good quality setups during the trading hours, and we will be using those setups to make money using proper position sizing. That is our setup. That is only goal which we trade here. So Telegram group ID, I will share with you guys. Okay. Is there a Discord available for everyone? No, actually this is like our Discord is a very close community for our students, bro. Telegram is an open channel where like I'll share the Telegram channel links also in the chat group so that like anybody who's interested to join will be able to get that also. Okay. So that is it. So somebody was asking me for Ethereum setup, bro. I actually was planning to trade on Ethereum as well, but like that I couldn't find any demand. Okay, so if yesterday we had massive rally, which is like in Ethereum, which is we you guys saw. So if I wanted to look for any trade opportunity, I wanted to see at least price comes to these levels. Okay, at least to these level, if it is price came down, I would have definitely looking for a trade opportunity, but it didn't happen. That's why I've taken Bitcoin today. Solana also I was like watching, like if I was able to find any opportunity, I couldn't find anything, so that's why I skipped those. Hi, brother, bro. Just a silly question. Okay, the Telegram group link is shared in the chat, like you guys can get it. Hi, Mithun, bro. Just a silly question. If we edited the margin once we are in trade, but that will be added to our entry. Can you please brief? You cannot edit your margin during your trade, bro. How do you do that? Like you can't do. Are you talking about this one? So you can, if you are, that is basically this one. Are you talking? This like it will like increase your positions, bro. That's the thing. Okay, that's what like happens there. Brother, please let me know the details regarding this. Please, good broker till now have Delta Exchange, and now I'm looking to switch to CoinSwitch. Main issue is brokerage charges is explained in detail. See, bro, like brokerage charges is going to be 0.024 of your volume, which is generated. So if you are generating a huger volume, then you will not be having a higher brokerage. So if you trade like with like proper position sizing, with the 10,000 rupees capital, I would say like your charges will be per trade will be like maybe 40 or 30 rupees kind of thing. Okay, that is what like you will be getting. So tell me your strategy, bro. I've explained multiple times. This is my strategy is very simple. Like I follow demand and supply. Nothing else, nothing complicated. Very simple demand and supply. Like 30-minute demand and supply. I mark like once the price reaches into demand and supply sorts of mine. That is why I initiate. Today, this is my level which I was watching. When the price came into these levels, that is where I started looking for long opportunity. I've taken here. My target will be this previous high. Okay. This year. So previous swings I am keeping as my target. So demand, supply, those are my level. I'm not able to create strategy. Create strategy in the sense like you don't have to create a strategy. Just follow simple price movements. Okay, simple price movement in the sense like simple. Don't keep your. This is very important for like if you are a beginner into trading. Make sure that like you keep your strategies as simple as possible. Okay, don't keep it like too much complicated stuff in your strategies. If you have like too much of like complicated stuff in your strategy, it will definitely going to impact you. Okay, in your psychological level. So keep it simple. That's what I do. Like I just stayed based on simple demand and supply, but I don't trade in lower time frame. I trade in with like larger time frame with a decent risk to reward. That is what I focus. So here this trade is also based on that. If we can see all the trade history I am showing here, which is like from this week, all these trades also which was taken using demand and supply concept only. So that is what usually I trade. Okay. Can you please explain Delta Exchange and CoinSwitch? We are confused. Every influencer is promoting, but CoinSwitch is less broker price. Bro, like in the sense like I don't trade in Delta Exchange, bro. So I don't know like what is their leverage and how much is their leverage and all. I've been using CoinSwitch for a while now. I found this platform to be interesting and it is very stable. I haven't found any issues. I can do bank transfer also. And the best part is I can able to trade in INR itself. Okay. So when I trade in INR itself, you don't have to worry about like TDS. That is the best thing. So that's why I trade in CoinSwitch itself. So that's why we like I'm pretty much comfortable here. So I've see being honest, I am not traded in Delta. If I don't know. Okay. See here like the stop loss is here. OP. 8125300. Okay. That is my stop loss, but it got executed at like 294. Is like I think like I think some I don't know like a couple of people told me like they have a high fees compared to CoinSwitch. See, if you open CoinSwitch account, majority of the time they give what I have seen is like they are giving almost 40%, 50% discount on your brokerage, which is actually good. Okay, like if you are getting 30%, 40% also discount on your brokerage, that is also good. So my students from the community were opening today. They got like some of them got like 5,000 rupees of like credit also, which is like they were able to use for like brokerages, which is good. So if you are like I'm not saying any brokers is bad or anything. What I've tried, I've experienced is like I'm able to trade comfortably here. Your simple strategy works in stocks, crypto. See, I have a different strategy. I trade a different style in like my stocks and indices. Okay. Crypto, what I found is like demand and supply works very well. So that's why I'm focusing on demand and supply in crypto. When I'm trading indices in Indian market or like any other markets, let's say any other markets in the sense like US market or anything, I would personally will be trading something else. Following up, it's all try to enter Bitcoin or like Solana. Currently, I don't have any entries, bro. Profit will add up. So, okay. So following up, so if you add 1K more to the margin, that will be added to our current trade. Like if it is 5K margin, uh, this is, like I won't recommend like don't do those kind of thing. That don't add extra margins at all. So you should be entering into a position with like proper this thing only. Okay, proper risk management only. After entering into a trade, you should not be changing your position. That is a big mistake which is done by beginners. That is something like this is a one mistake, common mistake which is done by beginners. It's like what you call it as averaging. Like price, when it is price coming down or price shooting up or something like that happening, the people have a tendency to add more, which is like a very bad thing. Okay, which means that if you are adding margin or like removing margin or anything, means that you are actually messing up your entire risk management. Okay, you are actually messing up your entire risk management and position sizing and everything. So this is very simple rule which we follow. Okay, once I enter my trade, I'll stick to my stop loss and I might target. Okay, if it is reaching a certain level, then I will shift my stop loss to maybe CTC or something like that. But I will never ever change my positions. Okay, I will not increase my position during my trade, which is a very bad thing to do when it comes to trading. So never ever like increase your margin or decrease your margin during the trade unless and until it is not like it is not totally a wrong concept. Okay, so never do that. Okay, so one more trade idea which I am going to tell you guys, if at all this happens. Okay, if So one trade idea which will be coming for the weeks is going to be this demand, this supply which is here, right? Which is not even tested now. Okay, try to reach till there and try to came down. So I will be like looking for short opportunities on these levels. Okay, for the coming weeks or like maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, if the price is coming into these supply zones on a larger time frame, which is a 4 hour supply, usually when it is like reacting into a larger time frame supplies and all, usually we'll start to see good amount of momentum. So if the price is going to come up to 4 hour demand or like 4 hour supply which is there, if you're able to get into a trade there which is going to give you a decent amount of risk to reward. Okay, so probably the next trade which we might be planning in Ethereum and Ethereum especially will be this trade. If it is if the price reaches $3,000 today or tomorrow, I will be looking for a short opportunity with a my stop loss will be wider because my target will be also a little more wider. So this trade, like you guys can also keep in mind. So if your prices reaches here, definitely you can go for it. Okay, so make sure that you follow. Solana has 4 hour OB towards buy side. Are you talking about this one? Are you talking this level? See, like trailing is very simple now. So I'll tell you how to trail. Okay, just click on this edit button here. Okay. Okay. So once you click on this edit button here, just go here, cancel, and if you want to trail to CTC, okay, just put your ROE percentage to 0. Okay, that will automatically becomes your trailing point. Okay, so that will trail your SL to CTC, coast to coast. Okay, so this way you can easily trade. What will be your SL in USDT? I have no idea, bro. I'm trading in INR, so it is very difficult for me to tell. See, I think your SL will be 85. 800 is your SL in USDT. See, bro, like, bro, if you want to become profitable, okay, if you want to become profitable, Sahi, the first thing you need to do is like learn how to position size. If you come to this live every single day, I will teach you how to do position sizing properly. Okay. If you are not able to do position sizing or risk management properly, it is not going to help you in any manner. Okay. Whatever it's trading strategy, whatever it is going to use, you're not going to. I can trade with like 100x or 200x or leverage also, but I'm confident that like I can manage my position beautifully with my risk management. So if you don't use risk management, irrespective about like what strategy you are following or what kind of like setup you are following, you are not going to become a profitable trader. Okay, so before starting you need to think at least 20 times. Okay, if you want to, I can understand your feeling that like you have lost your capital. This is something which happens to a lot of traders. Okay, lot of traders which I have met, this happens when they get greedy. Okay, greed is what is causing you to lose your capital. We are not satisfied. We never get you satisfied with your profits. Okay, so why this happens is like there is always, I tell this people. So if your expectation is like very high, okay, if your expectation is very high, and let's say like it's not a realistic expectation. Okay, if it is not a realistic expectation, and if you're not able to reach there, okay, if you're not able to reach there at any point, what will happen? This will cause you disappointments. Okay, this will always cause you disappointments only. So if you are not able to reach here, your expectation is here, then you will try to do something which is like out of your risk or like out of your control. So when it comes to that, like you usually going to do is going to be do something which is very shit. Okay, that's what happens, and that is basically the reason why majority of the people is going to wipe out their entire capital. So when you start, like if you're planning to restart your trading journey or something, make sure that like your realistic goals. I'll ask you guys one question for simply how realistic is your goals. Okay, what is your monthly expectation from crypto? Like let's say like I want to earn this much percentage from crypto. What will be that like percentage you guys will be looking at? 8 to 10 percentage, 2 to 3 percentage. These are all realistic percentages. Okay, 6 to 10 percentage, which is good. Okay, but there will be people who want to double their capital also. Okay, there will be people who are going to say like I want to make like 100 percentage returns or like 200 percentage kind of returns in a month. Okay, and there will be people who are going to say 25 percentage also in a month. People who are going to say, oh, it is going to be nearly impossible to do anything. Okay, nearly impossible to do anything like that, like in a consistent way. You will be able to maybe do like 1 month or 2 months. After that, it becomes very unrealistic kind of way to scale your capital. Okay, so when it is very unrealistic when it comes to your targets, this becomes what will happen? Your profits becomes a big problem. You will have an issue of like your profits will not do much. Okay, so ideally speaking, you should be targeting around lesser than 10 percentage or close to 8 to 10 percentage if you are able to make, which is really, really good. If anything more than that is coming into you, that is actually you can consider it as a bonus. Okay, then that is considered it as a bonus only. So if you are reaching 8 to 10 percentage, you are a good trader. Okay, that is what you need to understand. If you are able to reach like 8 to 10 percentage in a month, which is really, really a solid returns. So imagine that like if you are able to reach 8 to 10 percentage and like if you are able to consistently do it over a year, how much percentage is that? It will come to 80%, 80, 90 percentage in a year, which is solid returns for anybody. Okay, none of these guys will be able to replicate those kind of returns for you guys anywhere in the future. So making sure that like you have a realistic goals and working towards it, this small profit is going to come into big picture when it is getting accumulated. So if you are going to look for short term gains, you will not be able to sustain in the market. You will gain, then you will lose. You will gain, you will lose. This will keep on happening. But if you are trying to make small profits, and if you are able to hold on to that small profit, that is where like you are going to become a good trader. That is very important thing is that understanding when to quit. Okay, understanding when to quit means that people sometimes get too much greedy and like they will look for like huge amount of profits which is going to come into the market. All those things will be coming into your heads, and like no matter what happens to your trade, you don't have to panic. That's also very important. When there is like when if it's a trade is it going to hit your stop loss or something like that, you don't have to panic because like we know that like when trades are going well, you will be able to make decent amount of profit. So hope just practice what you learn and focus on it solid way in a consistent way. You will be able to make huge amount of impact in your future. What is my overall view of like Bitcoin and Ethereum? See, I am slightly bearish now also, bro. I'm actually looking like I'm actually long here, but like in the sense like if you're asking about like investing or anything like that way, I am still slightly bearish only. Okay, I'm still slightly bearish on the market, which is can be reflected in the market also. Like whenever there is buying is coming into the market, you can see that like there is huge amount of selling pressure that's coming in. Okay, so that is that. So what is brokerage charges in futures? It depends on your volume, bro. Like it is 0.024 percentage. Okay, and 0.0 like it is like variable brokerages are there. So it depends on how much trading volume you are creating. So based on that trading volume, you will be having your leverage will be calculated. So you must have seen like people saying that I'm getting a huge amount of like uh that's it. Like let's say my charges are very high. The main reason why people having a higher charges is because they actually do something known as something known as like high leverage trades. When you are taking high leverage trades, what is happening is your volume is going to be huge. Okay, your volume is actually going to be very huge. So if your volume is going to be very huge, that will be creating huge higher brokerage. So majority of you guys would have been trading in India market. So when you are trading in India market, the problem is what? Not the problem, the advantage is what? Like you will be able to trade in Indian market with a fixed brokerage, right? Like 20 rupees per order is that is what you trade. But like if you go to global markets, it changes. It changes according to your leverage. So if you have a higher leverage, that means you will be trading with a higher volume, and if you are trading with a higher volume means that you will be trading with a higher charges. That's how things works in like global markets. So you have to be extra cautious in that case. So there is one possibility of a trade which is might be able to find today is if our trade fails. Okay. Okay, I'm playing at both side directions. Like if our trade fails, if it goes like this, okay, then if it is comes back to any supplies here or here, this will be like we'll be able to take a shot, which will be like a very big shot. Like we will be able to target onto these zones. Like let's assume that like I would be recommending this will be a better option, but hopefully we will be able to generate some profit. Then only this fall will be coming in. I That's why I told you like this trade I have taken with like little caution only. So I've already have booked some profits in the morning. That's why I've taken this very comfortably. If BTC comes to demand a zone again, can we enter? Definitely yes, bro. If it is like you guys can see my price here, right? Entry average price. So if it comes back to your entry price, definitely you can look for an entry, no issues. Go for it, no issues. But I hope like it is not going to come back to my entry. That is what I want to see. Like if it is coming back again, I'll have to again wait for the price to react from here and start moving up from here. So which is like I don't want that to happen. Personally speaking, I don't want that to happen. Like it should be moving from here. But like in case if it has come back, you can put a limit order at this price. If it get triggers, you can also join the trade. No issues in that. Ethereum is what like I really wanted to take, but like it didn't give any entry, so I'm not like looking into it. So usually like when Ethereum is giving an entry, that's what like we will give beautiful moves. Okay, so but like today unfortunately we didn't get any entries. So let's wait for like Bitcoin now. Bitcoin if it is moving beautifully, we will be generating like decent amount of profits. I'm looking at least 1:2. Okay, 1:2, 1:2, 4, 2 to 2.5 is what I am targeting. So if I'm able to book that, definitely I'll be pretty much happy. So if it has reached this level, this is where I will. So you guys can also mark these levels just like yesterday. If it is comes to this level, definitely you can trade your stop losses. If it is your final target will be this high. If any weakness is coming in before that, like I will update you guys to exit in Telegram channel itself, or like so make sure that you manage your position beautifully. I was very happy yesterday, okay, when I saw people in our community managing the trade beautifully. That was very like a proud feeling for me. I've been training them to hard in the last 2 months or so. Like I've been putting so much of effort, but when I saw that like people are following it properly, managing their position without panicking, which is a good feeling when it comes to. So that is very good. Like very, very, very awesome feeling. So you guys can made me proud. Like that's good. So keep doing that. No panic. That is our motto. Like no panic. So the less panic which we have, the better we are going to become as a trader. Okay, so do what you are doing now properly. If you can do that for the next 5 or 6 months, I am pretty sure you guys will be able to give me call outs. Those kind of level you will be able to reach. So keep practicing what you are doing now. Keep following what I've said. Make sure that like you will be able to follow this thing systems properly. So that will be all good. Okay. Money mafia fears no one. That's good to hear. Like, so money mafia should not be fearing anybody. But like, always make sure that you position size properly, making sure that like your trades are like logical. That is the most important thing. It should have a valid reason why you should be entered. Don't position size randomly. That is our motto. Okay. So I'll I've already in on this trade, bro, which is already up by around 500 rupees. So it is, this is my entry price. This is my stop loss. Trade has already moved up by from my entries. Okay, so I'll definitely, so this entries are like actually gone now, but you can put a limit order at this price 81 920 200 81 90 200. That is my entry price 81 225 300. That is my SL. Okay, so if you want to enter into this, like you can put a limit order. If it is your order is getting triggered, definitely you can uh, enjoy the trade. Okay, so guys, I'll wind up for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time. See you guys. Take care. I'll update you guys on the trades. If I book or anything, I'll keep on updating you guys in the Telegram channel. See you guys tomorrow at same time. Bye bye. Take care. Good night. Okay.